Hello everyone, good day for all. Welcome back to yet another episode of Ayurveda Veda, a smart way to Ayurveda. I am Dr. Kavya Vasudev and you are watching Study Ashtanga Hridaya series. Please subscribe to my channel and enable the bell button for continuous updates in Samhita. In the last videos, we were discussing about Annaraksha Adhyaya. We have discussed about the Vishana Lakshana, that is the signs of the food which is being got poisoned, the signs of poison substances, the Vishana Pariksha, that is examination of food which is being poisoned, signs and symptoms which are seen in the body if we are coming in contact with the Visha Anna, and also on consumption of the Vishayukta Ahara, and another important concept called as Viruddha Ahara, and few examples of Viruddha Ahara has been discussed. If you have not watched those videos, please click the I button to access it. Moving the same chapter Annaraksha Adhyaya with the rest of the examples of Viruddha Ahara. मधु सर्पिर वसातैल पानीयानि द्विषा त्रिशः एकत्र वा समांशानि विरुध्यन्ते परस्परम्. मधु सर्पि वसा तैल पानीयानि द्विषा त्रिशः एकत्र वा समांशानि विरुध्यन्ते परस्परम्. मधु सर्पि वसा तैल पानीयानि द्विषा त्रिशः एकत्र वा समांशानि विरुध्यन्ते परस्परम्. Mixing of equal quantities of madhu, sarpi, vasa, taila and paniya, that is water, in the combination of 2, 3 or all of this following is not recommended. That is either mixing madhu and sarpi in equal quantity, or madhu and vasa, or madhu and taila, or madhu and paniya, or a combination of these substances is not good, or it produces a harmful effect in the body. भिन्नांशे अपि मध्वाज्ये दिव्यवार्यनुपानतः मधुपुष्करबीजं च मधुमैरेये शर्करं मन्थानुपानः क्षैरेयो हारिद्रः कटुतैलवान्. भिन्नांशे अपि मधु आज्ये दिव्यवारि अनुपानतः मधुपुष्करबीजं च मधुमैरेय शार्करं मन्थ अनुपानः क्षैरेयो हारिद्रः कटुतैलवान्. भिन्नांशे अपि मधु आज्ये दिव्यवारि अनुपानतः मधु पुष्करबीजं च मधु मैरेय शार्करं मन्थ अनुपानः क्षैरेयो हारिद्रः कटु तैलवान्. So there are another food combinations which are considered as viruddha. They are mixing madhu along with ajya or ghrita even in unequal proportion should not be consumed along with rainwater or divyavari as anupana. Anupana is considered as an after drink. After a food or medicine, whatever the liquid portions which we are taking is considered as anupana. So madhu and ajya even in unequal proportions should not be taken as anupana after drinking the divyavari or rainwater. Madhu pushkara bija. Madhu and pushkara bija should not be consumed together. Madhu along with maireya and sharkara is considered as viruddha. Maireya is the wine, the madhya prepared out of dates, and sharkara is the wine prepared out of sharkara or sugar. So madhu along with these is not recommended. And mantha anupanehi kshaireyohu, that is milk drinks. Kshaireya, milk drinks along with mantha as anupana is also not recommended. Haridraha katu tailavan, turmeric with the mustard oil is also not recommended, or it is not good for the health. उपोदक अतिसाराय तिलकल्केन साधिता. उपोदक अतिसाराय तिलकल्केन साधिता. उपोदक अतिसाराय तिलकल्केन साधिता. Upodaka, when it is being processed with tilakalka, that is paste of tila, it will causes atisara. Till here the examples were discussing, it has been mentioned that the combination of certain foods will be viruddha only. Here the atisara has been mentioned, that is if it is being consumed, it will produces atisara. बलाका वारुणी युक्ता कल्माशैश्च विरुध्यते भ्रष्टा वराहवसया सैव सद्यो निहन्त्यसून्. बलागा वारुणी युक्ता कुल्माशैः च विरुध्यते भ्रष्टा वराह वसया स एव सद्यो निहन्ति असून् बलाका वारुणी युक्ता कुल्माशैः च विरुध्यते भ्रष्टा वराह वसया च स एव सद्यो निहन्ति असून्. So the Varuni Yukta Balaga, that is meat of balaga or crane, along with Varuni, a type of wine or madhya preparation, and also along with kulmasha, that is half boiled or not properly cooked pulses, is called as kulmasha. So if balaga mamsa is being taken along with Varuni or kulmasha, it is considered as Viruddha. And also Bhrishta Varahavasya. If the meat of Balaka is being used or prepared along with Varaha Vasa, that is the Vasa of Varaha, that is also not good for the body, and they are considered as lethal, or it will produces harm or death of the person. Tadvat Tittiri Patradhya Godha Lava Kapinchalaha Erandena Aknina Siddha तैलेन विमूर्छिताः. तद्वत् तित्तिरि पत्राढ्य गोधा लाव कपिञ्चलाः एरण्डेन अग्निना सिद्धाः तैलेन विमूर्छिताः. तद्वत् तित्तिरि पत्राढ्य गोधा लाव कपिञ्चलाः एरण्डेन अग्निना सिद्धाः तैलेन विमूर्छिताः. Similarly, if the meat of Tittiri, Patradhya or Mayura or peacock, Godha, Lava, Kapinchala, etc., if it is being cooked by the fire of wood of castor or Erenda wood, and it is being fried in castor oil, that is Erenda Taila, it is considered as fatal, or it will produces the death of the person. Harita Mamsa, another Viruddha related to Harita Mamsa has been mentioned. Harita Mamsam Haridra Shulaka Prodapachitam Haridravannina Sadyo Vyapadeyadi Jivitam Bhasma Pamshu Paridhvastam Tadevacha Samakshikam. Harita Mamsam Haridra Shulaka Prodapachitam Haridra Vannina Sadyo Vyapadeyati Jivitam Bhasma Pamshu Paridhvastam Tat Eva Cha Sa Makshikam. Harita Mamsam Haridra Shulaka Prota Pachitam Haridra Vannina Sadyo Vyapadeyati Jivitam Bhasma Pamshu Paridhvastam Tat Eva Cha Sa Makshikam. So the Harita Mamsa or meat of Harita, a yellow colored bird, if it is being pierced with the wood of Haridra, that is Haridra Shulaka Protapachitam, like a barbecue preparation, and Haridra Vannina, if it is being cooked with the flame of Haridra, wood of Haridra, and Bhasma Pamshu Paridhvastam, that is this Harita Mamsa is being cooked by smearing ash and sand. Then it is being consumed along with honey, that is Samakshigam. Then Sadyo Vyapadeyadi Jivitam, it will kill the person very quickly. Till now we have seen the examples of Viruddhahara. Moving with the definition of Viruddha. Yat kinchit dosham utkleshya na hare samasataha viruddham. Yat kinchit dosham utkleshya na hared tat samasataha viruddham. Yat kinchit dosham utkleshya na hared tat samasataha viruddham. Viruddha is whichever food or other activity which causes the increase of the dosha, or dosha utklesha or dosha dushti will be produced, but it does not expel the dosha out of the body. Na hared, that is it won't expels or eliminate the doshas out of the body, but produces the dosha utklesha or dosha dushti in the body. Such things is called as Viruddha. And the Chigilsa or the management of Viruddhahara. Shuddhiratreshta shamo va tadvad virodhibihi dravyestairaiva va purvam sharirasya abhisamskriti. Shuddhihi atra ishta shamo va tat virodhibihi dravyaihi taihi eva va purvam sharirasya अभिसंस्कृति शुद्धिः अत्र इष्टा श्रमो वा तत् विरोधिभिः द्रव्यैः तैः एव वा पूर्वं शरीरस्य अभिसंस्कृति. The main treatment modalities for Viruddhahara is one, Shodhana karma, that is purification therapy or using the Panchakarma therapies, and Shamana, that is the palliative treatment or in order to reduce the dosha kopana. And the health should be restored very quickly using the dravyas which are opposite in qualities to that of the Viruddha aharas. व्यायाम स्निग्ध दीप्ताग्नि वयस्थ बलशालिनां विरोध्यपि न पीडाये सात्म्यमल्पं च भोजनम्. व्यायाम स्निग्ध दीप्ताग्नि वयस्थ बलशालिनां विरोधी अपि न पीडाये सात्म्यम् अल्पं च भोजनम्. व्यायाम स्निग्ध दीप्ताग्नि वयस्थ बलशालिनं विरोधी अपि न पीडाये सात्म्यम् अल्पं च भोजनम्. This Viruddhahara won't be causing any ill effect on the persons such as Vyayama, those who exercise regularly, Snigdha, who are habituated to Snigdha Aharas daily, Deeptagni, who are having good digestive power, Vayastha, who is very young, and Balashalina, who is very strengthful. And also the Viruddhahara won't cause much ill effects on the body if it is Satmya, that is it is being habituated to that person, and Alpa, that is if it is being taken in less quantity. In such conditions this Viruddhahara won't produces much ill effect on the body of that person. Padamshiga krama. पादेन अपथ्यम अभ्यस्तं पादपादेन वा त्यजेत् निषेवेत हितं तद्वत् एक द्वि त्रयन्तरीकृतम्. पादेन अपथ्यम अभ्यस्तं पादपादेन वा त्यजेत् निषेवेत हितं तद्वत् एक द्वि त्रयन्तरीकृतम्. पादेन अपथ्यम अभ्यस्तं पादपादेन वा त्यजेत् निषेवेत हितं तद्वत् एक द्वि त्रयन्तरीकृतम्. So this Padamshika Krama is being mentioned in order to avoid of this apathya and indulging in the pathya aharas, that is apathya or unhealthy things. It can be either food, drinks or activities or anything. Such apathyas should become accustomed by long use. It should be discontinued by quarter, that is pada pada, by 3/4 and 1/4 quantities. We have to gradually discontinue such apathya aharas or viharas. And similarly the hita aharas and viharas, that is the healthy things, should be made use in the intervals of 1, 2 or 3 days. So for example, the days in which we have to taper the apathya aharas or viharas and how to gradually increase the pathya aharas or viharas is being mentioned. So in the day 1 we have to take apathyas or ahita aharas or viharas as 3/4 part, and the pathya aharas or viharas should be 1/4 part. And on the second day again the apathyas should be used in a hall and pathyas should not be used. And on the third day it should be 3/4 and 1/4. Fourth day again equal half should be taken. Fifth day 3/4 and 1/4 of apathya and pathya, and sixth day also same we have to continue. On seventh day half has to be taken. And this first, second and third day is considered as ekantara, that is one day we have to take 3/4 of apatya and 1/4 of pathya has to be taken, and in between one day we have to take a gap, that is second day one full day we have to take apatya and no pathya aharas or viharas should be followed. And on the third day again the apathyas should be consumed or apatya viharas has to be taken as 3/4 and pathya as 1/4. So here one day is being given gap, so it is ekantara. Similarly next On the 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th days, the 4th day we will have to consume half equally. Apatya and Pathya has to be followed, and the 5th and the 6th day we have to follow Apatya as 3/4 part, and Pathya should be taken as 1/4 part. And again on the 7th day, half of the Apatya and Pathya has to be followed. So here the Apatya and Pathya has been tapered and gradually increased in 2 days gap, that is Dvayantara. Next, on the 8th, 9th or 8th day, we have to consume 1/4 of Apatya, and Pathya has to be taken 3/4. On 9th day is equal. 10th day, 11th day also half of Apatya and Pathya has to be followed. On 12th day, again 1/4 of Pathya and 3/4 part of Pathya has to be used. And 13th day, full avoidance of Apatya has to be done and Pathya has to be followed. And 14th day, again this 1/4 of Apatya and 3/4 part of Pathya has to be taken. Again 5th day, the Apatya has to be completely avoided and Pathya has to be again used. And from the 16th day onwards, we have to completely avoid the Apatya and Pathya has to be used regularly. So here the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th days are considered as Trayantara, because in the 8th day we will be using 1/4 part of Apatya, Aharas or Viharas, and 3/4 part will be Pathya. And after that 9th, 10th and 11th day we will be using the same Apatya and Pathya, that is half part of Apatya and Pathya will be using. The 3 days we will be continuously using the same thing. So it is considered as Trayantara. And again on 13th, 14th and 15th day there is 1 day gap, that is 13th day we used to completely avoid the Apatyas and completely use the Patyaharas, and on the 14th day it will be a break. We have to use 1/4 and 3/4 part of Apatya and Pathya, and again from 15th day onwards we have to continue with the Pathya, Aharas or Viharas only. So this is how we should avoid the Apatya or Ahita Aharas and Viharas, and we should accustom it or we should gradually increase the Pathya or Hita Aharas and Viharas. अपथ्यमपि हि त्यक्तं शीलितं पथ्यमेव वा सात्म्य असात्म्य विकाराय जायते सहसा अन्यथा. अपथ्यम अपि हि त्यक्तं शीलितं पथ्यम एव वा सात्म्य असात्म्य विकाराय जायते सहसा अन्यथा. अपथ्यम अपि हि त्यक्तं शीलितं पथ्यम एव वा सात्म्य असात्म्य vikaraaya jayate sahasa anyatha. So this padamshuga krama has been mentioned, that to gradual increase and decrease of the pathya and apatya has been mentioned. This is because sudden discontinuance of the apatya, aharas or viharas, and indulging in pathya suddenly, it will give rise to diseases of satmya and asatmya. We are satmya, or we are accustomed to the apatyas till now, and if we suddenly discontinue this apatya, then it will causes the asatmeja rogas. Similarly, indulging in the pathya, aharas or viharas suddenly will also causes the satmya and asatmeja vikaras. So in order to avoid this satmya and asatmya rogas which happen because of this sudden discontinuous and indulgence, the padamshuga krama has been mentioned. Gradually we have to taper or discontinue the apatya, aharas and viharas, and similarly we have to gradually increase the pathya or hita aharas and viharas. क्रमेण अपचिता दोषाः क्रमेण उपचिता गुणाः सन्दो यान्ति अपुनर्भावम् अप्रकम्प्या भवन्ति. क्रमेण अपचिता दोषाः क्रमेण उपचिता गुणाः सन्दो यान्ति अपुनर्भावम् अप्रकम्प्या भवन्ति. क्रमेण अपचिता दोषाः क्रमेण उपचिता गुणाः सन्दो यान्ति अपुनर्भावम् अप्रकम्प्या भवन्ति. So kramena apachita doshaha, that eliminated gradually, the doshas or the apatyas or ahitas which are being eliminated gradually from the body, or the habit which has been eliminated or discontinued gradually, it won't apunarbhava, it won't regenerate again, and also kramena upachita gunaha. The gunas or the good qualities or hita or pathya aharas or viharas or habits which has been developed gradually will be aprakampya. It will give good health and which cannot be destroyed. अत्यंत सन्निधानानां दोषाणां दूषणात्मनम् अहितैर्दूषणं भूयो न विद्वान् कर्तुमर्हति. अत्यंत सन्निधानानां दोषाणां दूषणात्मनाम् अहितैः दूषणं भूयो न विद्वान् कर्तुम् अर्हति. अत्यंत सन्निधानानां दोषाणां दूषणात्मनाम् अहितैः दूषणं भूयो न विद्वान् कर्तुम् अर्हति. The wise man who is knowing about the dosha and its dushana swabhava will not indulge in ahita aharas or viharas which will causes the dosha dushti. That's how we did the Viruddha Ahara from Anareksha Adhyaya, and we'll be continuing the same chapter in the next videos. For more updates on Samhita, make sure you subscribe the channel. Thank you. See you in the next video. Till then, bye.